Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by tall green mountains, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Marco. Marco's mind was never still. Thoughts kept running through his head all day long, memories of the past and worries about the future. Because of this, he often felt restless and exhausted. He couldn't sleep properly, couldn't enjoy life, and had even forgotten what it felt like to smile. One day, Marco heard about an old wise man who lived in a small village high up in the hills. People said he had once been a great psychologist in the city, a man who had helped countless people find peace in their minds. But in his old age, he left behind the noise of the city and chose to live a simple, quiet life close to nature. Every now and then, he would share his wisdom with those who came seeking help. Hearing this, Marco's heart filled with hope. He thought, maybe this man can help me find the peace I've been looking for. So he packed his bag and began a long, tiring journey through forests and mountain paths until, at last, he reached the peaceful hill village. There, he saw a small cottage covered in vines. An old man sat on the porch, his eyes closed, his face calm and glowing with serenity. Marco walked up to him and said softly, "Grandfather, my mind is full of noise. I can't stop thinking. Please teach me how to find peace." The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled gently. "So, you wish to find peace?" he said. "Then I'll give you a small task." He took Marco to a small courtyard, filled a glass with water to the very brim and handed it to him. "Walk from here to the end of the village and come back," he said. "But remember, not even a single drop of water must spill." Marco was puzzled, but agreed. Holding the glass carefully, he began walking down the narrow, busy street. Children played nearby, dogs barked, and shopkeepers shouted to attract customers. But Marco didn't pay attention to any of it. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass of water. Step by step, he walked carefully, making sure the water didn't spill. When he finally returned, he said proudly, "Grandfather, I did it. I didn't spill a single drop." The old man nodded with a smile. "That's good," he said. "But tell me, did you notice the children playing by the road or hear the dogs barking?" Marco shook his head. "No, I didn't notice anything. I was only focused on the glass." The old man smiled again and said softly, "That, my son, is the secret of peace. When your mind is focused on the present, this very moment, there's no room for regret about the past or fear of the future. You were only thinking about the water, and your mind became still. That stillness is peace." At that moment, Marco understood. Peace was not something he needed to find outside, it was already inside him, hidden beneath all the noise of unnecessary thoughts. He bowed respectfully and said, "Grandfather, now I understand. True peace comes when I live fully in the present moment." The sun began to set behind the mountains and the golden light filled the sky. Birds were returning to their nests as Marco walked back home, but this time his heart was calm. The restless young man was gone. In his place walked a man who had found peace within himself.